Cannot believe what just happened. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. UFC 313 just took place. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Ah man, this was a bad night. The people that I wanted to win lost. All three. Well, really or two that I really cared about. The others not so much. Didn't really care who won. Just wanted to see a good fight. So the main card starts. Bobby Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. The fight starts. Mauricio Ruffy backs up Bobby to the cage, and he wasn't striking. He like just backed him up against the cage, just out of um, what do you say? I don't even know what the correct wording is, but he backs him up to the cage, and Bobby was like getting antsy because Mauricio Ruffy wasn't really doing anything. He wasn't throwing anything. He wasn't kicking nothing. He was just walking forward, but not throwing much. And Bobby had his back up against the cage, just waiting for Mauricio to throw. Mauricio never throws anything, so that leads Bobby to engage first. He was throwing his hands, didn't really land much. He was letting his lead leg. He was throwing out. He was throwing out his lead leg. He was doing the knee stomp, or the trying to hyperextend the knee, or whatever that kick is called, knee stomp. He was going for that. It was landing, but it wasn't. That wasn't gonna be enough to back up Mauricio Ruffy. So Bobby's landing this kick. Mauricio Ruffy's backing up like one or two steps, but he's coming back up, backing Bobby up against the cage, and Bobby's letting his hands go, but his hands aren't. He's not landing any of his shots. So he's just there, just waiting for Mauricio to throw something. And then Mauricio shows him a left hook, you know, throws it, rotates his hips, rotates his shoulders like you would on a left hook, but he rotates it all the way. Bobby reacts to the left hook. Mauricio Ruffy rotates the entire way, comes back around with his heel up, and knocks Bobby out clean with a heel hook KO. Heel hook kick. Heel hook kick KO. And flatlines Bobby face first to the canvas. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I just got something in my eye. Don't. I'm not crying. Something's in my eye. Something's in my eye. But in hindsight, this fight shouldn't even have taken place. Like Mauricio Ruffy, this fight shouldn't even have taken place. So, in hindsight, I don't know why I don't know why they even made this fight. Like the 10-year age gap between these two fighters, the complete difference in where they are at in their career. I mean, I know this is how the fight game goes. The new guys come up, they take out the old guys. They take out the old guys. Now they're the guys on top, and then new guys come up, take them out. Now there's new guys on top. So that's how the game goes. But now moving forward, I don't want to see Bobby take on any up and comer. He needs to be fighting people that are similar to where he's at in his career. He shouldn't be fighting some dangerous knockout artist who's on his way to making a real run for the lightweight title. Um, that KO was just nasty. Like it didn't even it didn't even land like it even looked like it landed hard or like it landed like stiff or anything. It was just hit where it needed to hit that part of the head, this area, and that's all it takes. Just one good hit right there. Usually it wobbles him, but I guess it hit the perfect area, or it was hard enough to KO him. Sadly, fuck, fuck. Um, so there was that fight. The next fight, Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This fight I didn't really care too much about. I didn't really, it was anything. I didn't care. But I was kind of surprised this one. They started off back and forth on the feet. Ignacio was landing some right hands. That he was kind of colliding into Jalen, if I'm remembering correctly. He was colliding into Jalen, and and he was landing. He was landing his right hand. It was dirty boxing. It was dirty. Something's in my eye. I'm not. Ugh. Something's like feels like something's right here. But yeah. Where was I? I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not like look at me. I'm cool. I'm cool. So the fight happens. They're going back and forth on the feet. They're colliding. You know, Ignacio was like, I don't know. He wasn't gauging his distance well or whatever. He was just jumping in there, colliding with Jalen and just throwing his right hand, and it was landing. And I'm not. I didn't see Jalen land anything powerful or thudding or like just I didn't see Jalen land one on him to make Ignacio do what he did. But Ignacio pulls guard, and I'm like, why? What? Jalen didn't even land anything. What are you uncomfortable from? Why? Why don't you want to stand on the feet? Um, Ignacio pulls guard. Um, Jalen was trying to land some ground and pound. What happened? Jalen was landing some ground and pound, and Ignacio was trying to like use his legs to better himself or to protect himself, and like in a somewhat of a scramble, um, Jalen pops out one of his arms. So now he has his head and one arm in the full guard of Ignacio, and then Ignacio closes his legs, trapping him. And for some reason, Jalen doesn't fight it. Like he just let it happen. Like Jalen should know that it's either both arms in or no arms in. That's how you defend submissions from that position. Either both arms in or no arms in. And he left one arm in, left one arm out. He got himself trapped. There was still a possibility to get out, but where he messed up was he moved his left leg too close to Bahamondes, and Bahamondes hooked his leg, and that was what sealed Jalen in that position. Jalen was not going to be able to get out of that position because his leg was trapped. So once his leg was trapped, it was over with. The choke was already locked in, and Jalen taps. I didn't really care about this one. It didn't. This wasn't one where I was emotionally invested in. So it was okay. I wanted to see a good stand up fight. That's what I that's all I wanted from this fight. But we got a first round submission. It was cool. Ignacio is gonna be in the ranked in the top 15 now. Um, who is he gonna fight next? You can. I don't know. I don't know who you rank him up against or who you put him up against next, but pretty good fight. Jalen disappointed from. I don't know how you. Anyways, next fight was Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. This fight was good. I like this one. I wanted Fiziev to win. I thought he would win, but he lost. I thought maybe I didn't think. Well, Fiziev kind of have Fiziev didn't. I think Fiziev looked like he got hurt in the first round, in my opinion. I wasn't able to listen to the broadcast, so I don't know if they said anything or if they confirmed that he might have gotten injured. But they because Fiziev was coming off a knee injury, like he blew out his knee, so that's what he's coming back from. And in the very first round, Fiziev catches a kick from Gaethje, and he goes to like engage in something, but Gaethje pulls out of it, turns around, runs away, rolls over. They get into like a wrestling exchange, and some point after that, he throws like some Fiziev throws some body kick on Gaethje, and some point after that, it was just like he wasn't. It feels like he was very hesitant, and even with that, even with Fiziev being hesitant and me feeling like he was being hesitant, it was still a very close technical fight. The second round, Gaethje knocks him down with an uppercut. We pulled him into it. The uppercut came down from the bottom, from the hip, straight up. Uh, Connects to his chin. Doesn't put um Fiziev out. He fights in it. He fights. He gets up, stands up, and they go back to having a close fight. Um, Third round takes place. I don't remember anything major that happened in the third round. Was there anything that happened in the third round? I don't remember anything major taking place in the third round, but it did look like towards the end, it looked like Fiziev landed a shot that kind of like stumbled Gaethje a little. Looked like he kind of stunned him with one. He didn't really like wobble, but he took like a weird step, and I'm like, oh, he looked like he hurt him right there. But Fiziev didn't really follow up. He didn't really land anything else after that fact, and it was already like the last 30 seconds, so it was kind of over with. It was a good fight though, a very good fight. The second time, the first time they fought, it was a good one. The second time they fought, it was a good one. So that was cool. Um, Not sure who Fiziev fights next. Not sure who Gaethje fights next. But Gaethje should not be fighting for the title whatsoever. That's what I know. He doesn't deserve a title shot. Um, put him against Ilya, and if he wins that one, then he can fight for a title. And if Ilya wins down, he's fighting for the title, or just put Ilya straight into a title fight. And then in the main event, Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Alex Pereira throws nothing. Alex Pereira does not let his hands go for the entire fight until there was very few exchanges and engages. Excuse me, very few exchanges and engages on the feet. Or that didn't even make sense. I don't even know if that's a word, but very few moments where Alex let his hands go. But it just wasn't enough. He feared the takedown way too much, where he didn't let his hands go and essentially let Magomed win. The whole fight long, I'm yelling when the whole fight long, I'm thinking to myself, Alex, throw your hands, throw your hands. I understand him not wanting to throw his hands because Magomed could duck under and take him down. He never got taken down this fight. His takedown defense was 100% out of 11 takedown attempts, maybe. Never got taken down. Um, but like fuck, like throw your hands. You're not gonna win this fight. Just kicking your hands. The danger of your hands open up your kicks. The danger of your kicks open up your hands. Kicking alone won't get the job done. Not at this level. Um, he just threw nothing. Alex Pereira literally threw nothing all fight long. He just threw kick after kick after kick after kick after kick. You got to put something in front of the kick. Oh, excuse me, or something after the kick. You know, Magomed, excuse me, Magomed just got comfortable on the feet. He knew that Alex wasn't throwing anything and just got comfortable and was just walking him down. And I'm just telling Alex, throw a right hand, throw a jab, throw a hook, something, counter him. There was so many moments where I felt like he could have just threw a right hand counter that would have landed. There were, as long as Alex didn't overextend, as in my mind, well, obviously, who knows, you never know, but in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, as long as you don't overextend, he can't take you down. As long as you throw the right shot, whatever, he can't take you down. But and if you're backing him up, he's not gonna shoot. And if you're letting your hands go, you're gonna be backing him up. He's not gonna be shooting. Oh my God, he just didn't let his hands go at all. He got rocked in the second round, and the first round was the first round was Alex. Second round was Magomed. Third round was third round. I thought Magomed won, but the people who were with me were saying Alex could have won that one. The fourth round was Magomed, and then the fifth round is where Alex let his hands go the most, but even with that, it was still nothing. Like just a few punches here and there. I don't know. Just feared to take down. Like, just I'm literally like, throw your hands, let your hands go. Give yourself um not an advantage, but give yourself an opportunity to land a shot, to land something thudding, to land a good shot. But he didn't throw anything. He was just throwing kick after kick after kick, and Magomed was starting to kick back, and I didn't see Alex check not one. Like, what are you doing? Check his kick. It looked like Magomed's kicks were starting to affect Alex, and I'm like, bro, check the kick. Like, what are you doing? What do you mean? How do you not see this man? Like, there's got to be some world class kickboxer, a dangerous stand up fighter on the feet, and you don't see this man's like kick coming. Like, fuck. What do you mean? What do you mean? all these people, all these people that you faced, Izzy, you're checking every single kick that Izzy threw at you, but you're not seeing Magomed's kicks. You're not checking his kicks. You're not throwing back. Like, mm, I don't know. Just fear the takedown. That's how these matchups go. Wrestler versus striker. The striker doesn't let his hands go because of the fear of the takedown. Striker's hands open up. I mean, the wrestler's hands open up, and he's just landing shots. You rocked him in the second round. Rocked him bad. Stumbled him. People were saying he got saved by the bell. I don't think he got saved by the bell. I mean, he got rocked, but he wasn't fucking dazed. He clinched him and rode out the rest of the round. I don't, I didn't, I don't, me personally, I don't think Magomed would have KO'd him if that round was any longer. They would have just broke from the clinch and just would have went back to what we saw all fight long. Just Alex get backed up, Alex not throw anything except kicks. Magomed throwing punches, missing a decent amount, but landing very so often. Alex not throwing anything except kicks. What a letdown. Um, the Amanda Lemos fight, eh, pass. The Joshua Van fight, eh. I wanted to see the full fight, the full card. The first fight on the card was good. It was very good. Probably my favorite on the card. Or I didn't see the entire card. I do gotta watch the prelims back. I had to leave the house. I wasn't able to watch the early prelims. There's only like a few, like five of them. a lot of fights got canceled. Sadly, I wanted to see the Curtis Blades fight, but the fight got canceled. But the fight to open up the card was good. Uh, something Diaz and I don't remember the other guy, but that was a good fight. Probably my favorite on the card so far. Gotta watch it back, but that was UFC 313. What a bad night! What a bad night. Seeing Bobby KO'd hurt. Seeing Alex not let his hands go hurt. Um, Bobby one hurt the most. Bobby one did hurt the most. I did not like seeing Bobby go out like that. Well, that's how it went. Thank you for watching. UFC 314, April 12th, if I remember correctly. Should be a good night. We'll see what happens then. Thanks for watching.